Okay, you are live. Okay, so we are live to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Woo, woo, woo! Wow, yeah. Okay, and yeah, feel free to bring chairs over here if you're working on your work. Please continue to work. We're going to start the auction. So yeah, we're live on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram now. So you can find us anywhere and hit share, and that's what we're doing. And that's gonna be really funny. The whole time they're doing like someone bought the building next to us and they're doing construction, which is nice because it's been this like really cool building and like empty for so long. They do like St. John's first aid training in this like they used to. It's like this beautiful building and they do this like it's just.
It was a storage space.
Weird, yeah, right. It's just, but now we're hearing that lovely late night construction. So this is our 552nd time we have gotten together. Yay!
Want to get some crazy numbers?
It's go for it.
Okay, 2012, I had to open July 1st.
Yay!
I was losing $250 a day.
You tell your story.
And I didn't open until July 17th, which is my birthday. But I was 17 times 200. I was really far behind. So there's no way I would have waited till my birthday for the sake of opening on my birthday. It so happened that we stayed open exactly 81 Wednesday. Well, that's not true. We stayed open exactly 1 year and 1/2 and closed the 6-month anniversary term of my birthday. So we're 1.5 years to the day. Found out December 18th, we're losing the building, had our last rumble and 2 weeks to clean out. There was a weird connection of things where in between that, we had a couple more rumbles outside of our space. When I gave the TED Talk, I had 81 rumbles under my belt. We opened this space exactly 1 year after we opened, closed the door. Again, we meant to open it in November. We didn't get it open until December 18th. So exactly 1 year to the date that we opened. We did a 5-year lease here. We've done another 4 lease here today, right? And then just gave her TEDx talk, and like we just had 519 rumble. When she gave her TEDx talk, we had 81 rumble left. When we gave my TEDx talk, we talked about having had 81 rumble. And we're going to end exactly on 600. We meant to have 6. So 10 years plus a year and a half, we'll have 600 rumbles on the dot. We'll actually have 604.
Or if we
I think it'll be 602, and we're going to take 2 weeks off to try to do this. But yeah, it's pretty wild how those numbers turned out. And we've been like following numbers. Never these weird numbers. Then just recently we were watching Jesse TEDx talk. 519. We had 81 days left.
And it took me like 5 minutes for you to explain that to me because I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And you're like, because we didn't know we were ending at that point.
Oh, we didn't.
So we didn't plan it this way. We just ended up happening. So if you are joining, thank you. That was a good number summation. Oh, is this your piece? Oh, here, Felix. Stay here. You're so we will begin the auction portion of our evening. Artists set their minimum bid. Artists keep half of the sale, and the other half goes right to pay on the rent. So we can keep this ready to go for the next year. Feel free to let us know if you see a piece that you'd like us to pull into the auction. If you're at home, text 403-629-2424 with any suggestions or pieces that you'd like to and being here. If you see anything you'd like, or if you're here selling a piece and you're like, oh, could we please put this piece in, or let's put that piece in? That's amazing. We're just so grateful for everyone taking part week after week. And we're grateful that Felix could be here. Yay!
Can somebody please confirm that we are on the live stream communication? Are we?
Yeah.
I'm not on yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't get on Instagram.
Because you are.
I'm the Rumble.
He is the one. Maybe it's because you are running it.
Also, there's like hoochie mamas on my Instagram. Which I don't understand.
No judgment to.
Where's the thing?
No judgment.
That's not me.
Okay, that's not me. Okay, so Felix, would you like to talk about your process? Because this was really cool. You said all the different steps you took in thinking about your piece tonight.
Well, I was gonna do this. I was gonna do a night, and I was gonna do a story people.
Wait, can you check?
It was just a lot of different kinds of people, and then it turned into this.
It is us. Well, that's brand new. We haven't been able to broadcast to Instagram.
What's your
Keep on doing.
What's your opening bit? Yeah, did you? So there were star people in the background, and then what happened to it?
The soundtrack.
Sorry, people. Then it turned into
It turned into an abstract.
Yeah.
You got the gold on, and then we're debubbling it.
Yeah.
And then just
yeah.
yeah.
Make it into a thumb.
Yeah, something.
What's your opening bit, Felix?
I thought.
I'd like to get something. Our next project is going to be called the Isle of Rue.
$5 search
You see it fast, it's
to
like, Rue.
colors. So currently $5 search Teru. This will look great in one.
Can I ask you a question?
Me?
Can you handle this for 5 minutes? Here's the funny thing. I did 2 paintings today. I was painting my bottom off today, and I think I left them in the parking lot. And so, like, I didn't, like I had lunchtime or whatever. Sometimes I'll do it. I try to turn the demo into something that I can turn into painting. And so I was painting all day, and I left my paintings in the parking lot. But I do have some paintings I forgot last week at the apartment.
Which parking lot are you talking about?
I think when I put my stuff in the car, I might have left them on the roof. Did you think I would have heard them fly off? They might be in the.
Do you need a key or anything?
I could use a
Call?
I
Do you need any help, Jess? Caitlin's helping with the
Do
writing.
you want to come and be a host? That'd be so
You
fun.
get up there, sure.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, woo! Amazing.
I'm not Coach Call thing.
That's right. Can't say that you're hosting.
Yay! Congratulations, Sonia! Can I sit here? Yes. Have a seat. This is our friend Sonia. Yay!
Oh, here.
This is the. And then Felix helping write. This is my Felix, and it's at $5.
I got that one.
Yay! Okay. Would you like to choose the next piece that goes up?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah. That is the one my.
Okay.
Do you want to know our?
You know what?
Do you want to know our secret to success? Is you got to look into this lens and act like that. We got that on our own, and then we discovered it was a thing that both Mr. Dress Up and Mr. Rogers had in common. Isn't that wonderful?
That is wonderful.
So I get
We'll be
to
right
choose
back.
the
Yeah,
next
you
one?
can
Okay,
choose.
I've got a treat for you.
Oh, this is my Allie. Oh no, Allie. This one's my Allie. So follow my feet. That's what you were doing.
I was, yeah, and my to Newfoundland.
And it's also UE.
Yeah, it does have the UV in it. It's
Oh,
UV
yeah?
as well. That is. Oh, you have the thing here.
Can we turn off the
I'll
light?
just let's see if I turn this off. Oh yeah, it shows the
that's
people without
amazing.
turning everything off. That is so cute. And the opening for that is $15.
I love that you your portable. I
I know.
I have bigger ones at home too. I've been working a lot in
Just in case you run into something.
That's right.
The environment.
My finals at AUR, so it's like that, but Stonehenge paper.
Oh, that'd be great. My phone there somewhere. It's good time. Oh, here. Yeah. Oh, great. For the opening.
Sure.
Yeah.
We have 5 people with us online.
Yeah.
5 people. That's amazing. We want more.
Everybody shows
And
up.
if you want to bid, you text.
403-629-7424.
Thank you.
403-629-7424.
I know. Radio voice. That's impressive. So good. This is currently at 15 to Janet.
Thanks. I
Out
can't
of
compete.
principle, you would bid
I would
above
bid,
that.
but
You can go ahead. You can.
Get on the same things. It's not.
lovely.
My mom too, she'll be in bullshit. I have the same face as all these other people that bid, and then they're all bidding me, and I'm like, I'm trying to say like your name and not mom, so maybe they like don't like. As soon as I say mom, people don't bid against her, so then. So, and just so people at home know, we'll just keep putting pieces up, and then we'll because we won't time it out until we have to, because.
That's good. So we should like use ourselves.
Hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So
I'm just going to
this-
show it to our
Tell us about it,
audience.
Sonia, tell us what you think.
This one is called, sorry, I don't have my bifocals. It's red.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the
Alex
Kool-Aid.
Cooley.
Yeah, Alex. And Alex's pieces are up on the wall up front.
Instagram at art.of.hi.
Also, one fun thing about this piece, that is the night sky above us as soon as the auction started at 9 o'clock.
Wow.
I love that. Opening is $50. And it's so stunning. A perfect snapshot of the night sky.
Yeah.
Here right
As if we were looking straight up.
That's so beautiful. I'm going to put $50 on it.
Beautiful.
No, it's the number 5.
It's gorgeous.
all the Cyrillic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. There we go. Get it a little bit closer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Here, do you want me to walk it around?
Yeah, if you can walk it around. I'm gonna pull up the next piece. Let's see what treasures we
Yeah, these
have.
metallic is glittery jelly rolls.
That's the original.
Okay, so this is gonna be our
How's
next
it look?
piece.
You'd be like.
I'll just show it for now.
Ah.
And Jess will be right back to just give us a little bit of the.
Oh, here, I'll
Wait a
do
minute,
this.
Is this one multicolored? Because this one is like crazy.
Here, let's see.
Because it's got the blue last time, but I don't know if it does. You're just gonna flip through.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, they're
That's
all
right.
And will they see it? Oh yeah, look online. It's like if you have epilepsy, please close your eyes for a second. There, blue. Oh, blue purple swirl. Blue,
It's still showing up.
blue purple
Yeah.
swirl.
Oh.
Whoa,
Okay.
green white swirl. Red.
What's the name of this earpiece?
That one's Be Excellent. And
Be
actually
Excellent.
on the backside, inside the back piece, it actually has in the words of Bill and Ted, Be Excellent to each other.
Okay, awesome. What's your opening bid?
That one is 30.
$30. You can go for Jess's blinded by letters.
Oh, so good. So opening is 30 for this piece.
Yeah.
Be excellent. Sorry.
There you go. Send your bids 403-629-7424.
Hey, I should actually check the phone and put the ticker on.
Ooh.
This is by Morgan.
Yeah, I'll sell both.
Both together?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Do you have a preference for how we show them?
No.
Oh, thanks, Dinah. It's because we were talking to the back of the microphone. Is that better?
Yeah, together we'll do 80 on those.
80 for the two for the set. The duo. Okay.
Hey, so text. Oh yeah, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
I painted a huge 4x8 piece for my classroom, so when the winter comes, I still have a big tree, like a big green leaf tree.
That's awesome.
Like green leaves in your anywhere, it's like just awesome. Because see here, other people have actual plants. I just realized I kill plants, so I have to paint my plants. So if you're like me and you can't keep a plant alive, you can buy this, and
It'll live forever.
it'll live forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Those are handmade.
Oh yeah. Is that a linen?
Yeah, it's actually drop cloth from the hardware store.
Oh,
I just like a ton.
Nice.
great. That's great use.
It's canvas. Like
Yeah.
it's so funny. Like we buy the huge drop cloths for the sets too, because it's like it's canvas and it works really well. And it's like, yeah, I don't
I
know.
really like.
Perfect.
I like this. I like mass produced one.
Yeah, yeah. And it has a chunkiness to the.
Yeah, I used
the-
what's it called? High volume paint or what's
Oh,
it called?
like high viscosity or high. Yeah.
I
It's
thought it would be. I thought I was going to enjoy it, but I actually found it really hard to use.
Interesting. No, that's wonderful. Again, so opening is $80 for the set, or if you prefer one to the other, you can just bid on one of them. No problemo there.
Can I go to this one?
Yeah.
Hey, this is our next piece.
Sandra, are you watching? Sandra did a little
Well,
stuffy of
I have
Frida.
it,
Yeah, and Morgan bought it. So I'm wondering if he's watching right now. She
Beautiful.
loves Frida. Would you like to see me about it, Morgan?
I want to shoot on it, but actually coach feels kind of weak. And
I think it's great. I think she
it's
looks very
beautiful.
determined.
Yes.
yeah.
And she has her like
just-
swagger. I
yeah.
think you captured.
When I couldn't, when I was looking at all her, I feel like she couldn't nail it. Those points are August and others, and so I was like, I don't know much about her. I know she's beloved by like the art community and like people who are culture buffs and history buffs. But as I was painting her and kind of going through all the references, it kind of became apparent to me that she might have had dysmorphia.
That's it. Well, she did have lots of medical issues, so I wonder if there was lots of things that she was dealing with, like you said, like psychological and dealing with who she was, right? That's really interesting, and I like that you were going portraits, and as well as other images, because then it's like how she saw herself, and
It's beautiful.
that's really powerful. And what would you like your opening bid?
Well, I'll just keep it at 40.
40?
40
Beautiful. That is lovely.
for beautiful Frida.
Uh,
And again, if you have a big one, you can send it to 403-629-7424. The magic number.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I just came back from Newfoundland and I took a 3-week course in weaving, and it's incredibly difficult. And this is a whole.
Oh, and she has information.
Oh.
Thanks. She's very helpful. This is by Dusty.
Dusty Gomery.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, beautiful. And let's see if I can. So it is the name of the Sunset at the Lake. It's 12 by 72 scarf made with acrylic. So just knowing what I've recently learned about weaving. This is wow,
Oh, it's so
amazing.
soft. The color palette, she just
Mhm.
really does beautiful things with color on the loom.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
What's the
$80.
$80. Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Do you want to
'Cause
put
it's
it on? Do you want-
often
do you-
like the nice gradient that she gets. and,
Yeah.
like- oh, I'm not even on the screen. Look how beautiful.
Yeah.
No one can see you, Jessica. Yeah, that's stunning. So here you go. So 80 opening. Beautiful for Dusty. So Dusty's often with us from the 7 to 9 portion of the evening, and she's often weaving something. You can always see her working from a distance. Oh, Kelly bid $80 on
Yeah.
Dusty's scarf.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Oh,
Kelly.
incredible piece. Textiles.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay. Am I going to slow Jess?
No,
This is my inaugural time on
Sonia,
camera.
You are so perfect.
There we go.
It is so much fun.
Oh my goodness.
What would you like?
Oh, let's can we dig into this pile?
Yeah, of course.
Take this one.
Oh
Is that
yes,
okay?
these are some of Rich's.
The Summer Riches.
Yeah.
Is that a single one?
He
Okay.
this is funny. So this is a figure drawing. And so the woman was like inverted, so her head was down at the bottom. But I like that you chose to show it this way because it's like
I'm
she's
so sorry.
no. I didn't even mean it as a negative because it's like her hair is flying up and it's
Yeah.
like anti-gravity, and that's the joy of artwork is when you're hanging it, you can hang it anyway. It's gonna look like she looks like she's floating right now. And this was from a Thursday night figure drawing session. So and it's like it's very interesting when the model is like because they kind of model here, and so she was laying down, and like the inversion is really hard to capture that like gravity of everything in a different way. So it was really lovely too.
What's the opening bid?
$5.
$5.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, someone just bid 85 on Alana bid 85 on the scarf.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness.
See how it changes?
Yeah,
Isn't
it
that
totally
interesting?
does.
So one time Rich King did I laid on the ground and he was on the ladder taking a picture of me going down, and then when you hang it, it's like on the wall, and so it had the same kind of feeling like anti-gravity when you hung it, like hung the piece on the wall. So it's like it's cool. Like I like that you can look at things from different angles.
So this piece by Rich, opening bid, $5.
We can show it.
Yeah, we'll show a few. I don't know if maybe Rich, like he might would he want to speak to his pieces? He always has good stories.
These ones he wanted to put these ones in because he felt bad. I don't know if people missed this right. He painted a couple beautiful pieces earlier and they're Christmas themed, so he wanted to put those in the auction tonight. And they must have been maybe in the parking lot at his school because he doesn't know where they went. So he wanted to pull more pieces in to share in the auction. So these ones are from figure drawing. So that's $5 opening bid.
Oh, this is beautiful.
$5.
$5. So all of the ones that we're
Yeah.
showing.
And if anyone wants to bid, you can tell us like which one you like. I guess lying down with arm overhead.
That's right.
Figure with sticks. This is $5 as well. Well, also I see Kelly with us, and it's her birthday tonight. Happy birthday,
Happy
Kelly!
birthday. And then this
Figure
last one. So
drawings.
there's
Yeah.
a series of about 5 different drawings.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Oh,
Pardon?
I like that. The odalisque. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Fun. Is there
Okay.
anyone in the auction place that hasn't brought their piece up that want to sell anything tonight? I just don't want to ignore anybody. Nope. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Okay, I think it's Jess's choice. Oh,
This is mine. I really like this red cotton that I was gifted, and I wanted to do something special on it. And these are like old. Look, it has stick still.
oh my goodness.
Wow. The hoop, and it's like weird like wooden plastic. I thought it was really cute, and it's Rumble House is a Capricorn Capricorn, and I'm Capricorn, and so I just wanted to do a little Capricorn embroidery. So it's like embroidery on cotton, opening like $5. A cute little. $5.
Oh, we got Randy.
Thanks,
He's in
Randy.
the game. He's got skin in the game. There we go.
I did it very freehand because I got so excited. They have a really cute little bulbous, so it's like a cute little bulbous goldfish.
So starting at 5, Randy has it. Well, you don't have
I
it
know,
yet.
I-
A little bit too
Just a little bit
premature
of
for
a taste,
that.
that's why, that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Early days, yeah.
there's back there.
It has a good-
No. I feel like sitting in the chair. I'm not ready
There's a
to be.
responsibility.
Oh, whoa.
This is by Brenda.
Wow. Okay, just
So that's also opening at $80.
$80.
Sorry.
Wow. Do you know much about the technique?
So
Jess?
yeah, there's a relief, and then it's like sandblasted. So I believe that this was like relief painted on, and then it was sandblasted away. And this is also sandblasted down here. So Brenda lives across the street from us. She's our neighbor, and one of the themes was inflation and the price of tombstones going up. It just kind of goes because she was like, we feel like we need to get rid of her storage space, and she's an artist, and like I feel like if we ever had to get rid of our storage space, so I feel Brenda's pain. So we're helping his sister out, and she has such beautiful pieces. So we've been really
Wow.
lucky. It's opening at 8. I just love the opaque orange. It's so wonderful.
I love it. Oh my gosh, I just feel like I need to point the inside. I don't know if you can see the effect.
Oh yeah.
It's got a beautiful effect looking into it. Oh, whoa. I hear something.
Here, this is-
Okay, we've got a couple more. Landscape.
Yeah, so this is by Anne Christine. Opening is $40.
$40 for this one.
Get in there.
There.
So this is
Oh.
acrylic on canvas.
And this one also.
Yeah.
This one on the back it reads Van Gogh inspired.
Yeah, so she was really talking about how she really was focused on trying to emulate the energy that has in his pieces and the textures and his technique. So this one, she was really talking about emulating his style in this one, and the other one she was very focused on the stones. She was very rock focused on this one. So it was
And what were the starting bids?
$40.
$40 for each. So if you have a bid, it's 403-629-7424. Text us your bids. How are we doing there, Jess?
I think you're doing amazing. Here, let's do a fun one while Rich is.
Okay.
Morgan, would you like to? We'll do here. I can.
Oh.
Here.
Okay.
This is by
Oh my
Morgan.
goodness.
Oh, there's Rich here. Let's do
There we
Morgan.
Yeah.
What would you like to? Would you like 40?
40 starting bid. The water lilies. Oh,
You okay?
Please
You right. Yay! Yeah.
there we go.
Can I tell you where I think it was? In like one of those books to throw out. Like I had a book at school that books. And I put it, you haven't thrown any books out.
No, I haven't thrown any books out.
Because I just put it in so the papers wouldn't get free.
Oh, Dusty bid $40 to the Girl on the Farm by Anne Christine. Van Gogh, yeah.
Yeah.
Show some.
Rich, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
amazing.
thank you for
Big
the
round of
opportunity.
applause for
Thank you.
Sonia.
Bring it about Sydney now.
Bringing the awesome energy.
All right. So while we're still settling in, let's just look. Oh, I don't even.
It's very dark. I don't even see
we
anything.
had-
If only. Do you have your UV light?
Oh, I love that.
So it is very, very UV loveliness. And so I love how quiet it is in the daylight, and then how magnificent.
Yeah, it's really meant to be almost invisible. Now, what I love about these black lights is even blue curtains will activate them. We have so much light in here right now.
Oh yeah, like when the projector turns off and it's just like the blue lighted projector, that even sets off the UV. Lighting. So that's super cool. What's your opening bid for this one?
$5.
$5 for the dancing. Lovely people. Okay. So are we
I just want to ask you something.
okay?
Did we sell these paintings and I
dancing
forgot? Hold on.
It's on Facebook.
Rich.
No, those are different. Like I'm like 12 paintings behind right now.
You're not.
We sold the okay, these. We sold those?
No, I don't know where those are.
Oh shit. Just 8.
8.
There's 10 paintings I did.
Rich paints so much of it. Oh, I haven't seen them since you
I
showed
stashed them
to
inside a
me.
book. Like I didn't want them to get bent, so I stuck them in like a like
Well,
one of those.
One time we had in the Bauhaus book, we couldn't find the Bauhaus book for 2 years, but we found it and we found Eric, so it all worked.
There's 2 stories here.
I moved things, but I didn't
Because
know.
one time we almost bought new keys for the car and found out they were in her winter coat.
It's true.
Like everyone said that.
I can't deny that. Every once in a while, it works in your favor. You find like a frisbee in your jacket pocket, and you're like, "Oh, it's
So it is true that I put my stuff inside the Bauhaus book, and then somebody moved the Bauhaus book, and we didn't know where it was for quite some time. So she's telling it as though I put it in the Bauhaus book and forgot about it, but I knew exactly where it was. It was in the Bauhaus book. I just couldn't attain the Bauhaus book. In this case, I took 8 paintings and I stuck them inside a book that they were going to throw out. That's cool. And I carried it home, and there's a good chance we might have thrown that
we
book
don't
out.
throw books. out. We don't
We do
throw
throw hundreds of books out. No, we actually do.
this.
We have a whole library of books here that we're going to be giving away over the next year.
Oh!
So we also paint on
He
records.
needs a hug.
Also bidding on the
Dancers, $5 to Alex.
Oh, what's that?
The bear is going for $54. His name's Jordan. He's injured and really needs a hug to make him feel better. Removable sign, UV reactive as well. So he is.
I really think they should bring underutilized. I
Oh.
think they should sit in your car at night.
That
And then
eye though is so
no
cute.
one
It's
will
not
ever,
broken. He designs them like this. They're all
no
like,
one will ever.
oh, so cute. Oh, this is by Kelly, and it's Kelly's birthday. Happy birthday, Kelly. Okay. Yay! 50 on the bear to Morgan. That is so fun. Okay. Now. So, this is by Kevin. It's opening $25.
Jesse,
Yes, my love.
weird question. Do you have a credit card machine?
We don't
We
have it plugged
credit
in right
card
now.
machine. Yes. Why?
Just a question.
We do have one.
Do you want to buy a piece of art with your credit card? I'll plug it in for you.
I still don't have a credit card.
I know, I was just joking.
Yet.
Yet. Gross mindset. $35 by Kevin. This is also by Morgan. Lovely eyeballs.
Lovely eyeball.
No, sorry, Morgan. Is it called Lovely Eyeballs? Sure. Opening dollars. $5. Opening dollars. $5. Kevin is opening at $25. The puppy. If you come out here, maybe just relax. You're good.
Felix, you need to settle down.
Would you like to talk about this piece, Rich, too?
Not really.
Can I?
I'm just so distracted with this meeting.
Maybe you made someone's day. Someone could say.
No, these are 2 weeks of paintings. So last week I did 8 paintings and I put them inside a book and lost them. And then tonight I did 2 paintings, bigger ones, and left them possibly on the roof of my car or on the way to the building. It's not a big deal. It's just that I kind of want to unload some of the work. I had this board, and guess what it? And it was a donated board. And then I covered it with green that I had left over. So this is actually kind of black light as well, but we're not going to get into that. And then I covered it over with some black light orange, shows green and orange, which makes yellow, and it's not supposed to, but it does. And then I had this meeting that I had to go to that I was kind of a little bit too tired to go to, but I kind of missed a few meetings. So I was sitting there sort of sulking. And I have this pattern of, well, I don't know if you guys do this. I've been regulating my behavior for the last 45 years by drawing. So sometimes when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'll often draw myself calm when I'm feeling agitated. And so I had a bit of a flashback to back in the days where, you know, if you're single and you're sitting in a cafe, you didn't necessarily want to be alone, but you also weren't talking to anybody. And so a lot of times I imagine alternate universes where Jess and I might have been sitting in the same cafe ignoring each other.
I really love this is what I put on the I think Facebook too, and he posted like your sense of loneliness, but connection and like humanity and so many different feelings in like one simple composition.
Yeah, thank you.
Wasn't it nice that said restaurants is
Who said that?
Didn't they say restaurants are for when you was here?
This little guy?
Yeah.
I don't remember him saying that, but yeah.
What happened? Morgan's the only one that remembers anything.
I can't see Felix.
Attention. Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
What's your
$5. Thank you.
20?
40.
Oh, 40 to Randy.
That's what's happening.
Lemonade stand.
We'll get a square, maybe Felix, and then you can
You want a credit card machine for your
lemonade
lemonade
stand.
stand?
That's smart.
I think you end up paying fees on the transactions of Felix.
But the square, I think, is pretty
We'll
good.
chat later.
The
Kid Bud.
square's not
square's
bad,
not.
but you do
That's
pay a
called
little bit.
Cost
And
of
it's super
operation.
fun.
Exactly.
We'll probably
Hey,
need to
Doug!
Hey.
Hey! Oh, hi! No, I'm good.
Where's your water?
Come in, welcome. Oh, I'll put it behind that right there.
Mm.
So this piece, actually, Elin, this piece is by the same artist that you picked up your piece. Hi guys, do you want to bring chairs and come and sit? Yeah, here. Yeah. I thought you move it wherever you want. We're good. So this is by Corey Milner. Both of these are by Corey, and this is called "The Sky Is Your Passport." I don't know if they go together too much, but they do kind of go together with the palette. So these are opening $20 each. These are, yeah. What do you think? The palette goes together, and the shapes go together.
I'll do 20 on the top one.
20 on the top one. Beautiful. Nice. Do 25.
You can outbid her, you know.
Oh, 30.
$30.
But it was no longer on the top that she picked.
50
That's complicated.
for the board students.
Oh,
Was it these?
50.
Is that these? I hope it is.
Yeah.
Go ahead, we'll do it.
Name, please. Who just bid $50?
It's interesting to send to students because that's initially what I thought. It looked like the old wooden desk
Yeah.
in the back. Yeah,
And the coffee.
yeah, exactly.
It's actually in my head.
30 to Janet on this one.
I'll do 35 for that top one.
35. Galen?
Get back hosting. Get back to hosting. It's okay.
Oh, Zach Abbott's watching. Zach Abbott just bid $50 on the on your piece.
Nice.
Zay. You know him. Morgan, do you remember him? Zach Abbott from Gorilla House.
Oh, Zach.
Yeah.
All we know is that he's a
You would know him if you saw his face. Richard bid $60 on the students, or the we'll call them the board students. Oscar bid $5 on the blacklight painting. Oscar, was that Rich's piece? It's at $5 to Alex currently. I'm gonna ask you with a picture.
Hello.
He says, miss you. Yeah, the big one is at 60 to Richard in Illinois.
Ooh. Richard, Illinois.
We're going to Illinois next week.
Oh my gosh, look at that great picture I took. Very helpful. Very helpful.
That's good.
You need to settle down. You got to spill them more off. Yeah, keep doing that. I'm going to get grumpy.
It is coming in.
Zach Abbott's like, you don't remember me? No, everyone remembers you.
Everyone remembers that guy.
There's one of
If you listen
those,
Right?
Yes.
Because there's a lovely pinhole out here. And we were talking about. Oh yeah. It's like a party out here.
Oscar is bidding $10 on the Blacklight Dances by Rich Galen.
Come on, sit with us, is what we're saying.
Awesome. I'm sorry. Richard from Illinois bid 79 on the piece there.
Whatever.
Is he bidding in American or Canadian dollars?
He bids Canadian and then sends us extra. It's very durable. Yeah. And he pays for shipping. So his bids always
Can you
include
pick that up, please?
Richard, you're so sweet.
You're talking about
Yeah.
anything you want.
Sorry.
Whatever.
Whatever. yeah, right. Everyone ends up just wanting the other person to have the piece. So they're the worst.
We actually started with her mother bidding because her mother will bid. So she's like saying,
Yeah,
"Hey,
he pays in
something."
American.
This, yeah.
Yeah, this is by
Morgan's.
Morgan. What would you like to say anything about it, Morgan? Yay!
Don't ask how I teleported back.
You're quite magical. Would you like your opening bid?
well, my hand in my way, I'd say $700. But I do want to make it available. So if you have a good offer, I'd say 150, 200. I'd be happy to work over that.
It's funny you love it because we don't have a high bid. That's okay.
Yeah, totally.
Morgan, we'll hang a show.
What's that?
We'll hang a show.
Yeah.
I need to
Here, let's is it okay if we do a quick recap and have people joining us too? So currently, Cute Cat Adventure is at $15.
That's right.
Trent to Janet. $15 to Janet.
The current star chart.
The star chart for tonight by Alex is at $50 to me.
It's good.
It's so good. I want to
Don't
remember
bet
this night.
against us. We'll kick you out.
I rate a value.
like based on the coordinates here right now.
And it fits. It's our night. Don't bid against
This
us.
one, the stars.
I'm just kidding. But this is our
That is to Janet for 15.
yeah,
You guys. No, thank you for confirming.
and it is
I'm
our,
saying
our
random words.
9th anniversary of the so it's a pretty special night for us.
This is by Allie.
Oh, and I have one of your places that went in space.
Yeah, we put up art in space. It's like
That was so
Like
that's super random with the Canadian Space Agency.
I applied for a high school job. I have a high school job. I just wanted a high school job, so we kind of figured we'd double our chances if we both applied for it. And I applied for a high school job in our district, and probably shouldn't tell us how long I'm going. On the way to the interview, a couple people called me and said, "Oh, it's too bad they already placed it." So what they do is they have to have 5 interviews, right? Even if they know they're given the job. So I was going to an interview that was a complete farce because I already knew they'd already gossiped at the school about who was getting hired enough that I knew I wasn't getting hired. But driving across the city to do this interview, knowing that I wasn't getting the job, inspired me to do the best job of the interview. And I was just singing the best concepts. The questions landed exactly where they needed to be. And afterwards, just to be kind of a jerk, because I knew the guy interviewing me, I said, "Hey, I kind of didn't even really wasn't dying for this job, but I just kind of get my feet wet. Can you give me some tips on what I could have done better?" Because I think the job went to a junior high math teacher, but for art, right? And so his answer was that I needed to cut back my CV. And I was like, "How
overwhelming."
Yeah, it was overwhelming. So we've got this list of.
Well, I put art in space.
Space Station. But you would think we're nuts if we actually print out our CV. Because like we've done 550 art shows in the last. We did outside of space, art in space, and right. You'd think we're making it up, right? So the space one's hard to sell, though. It's like what? We put 150 pages in space twice, actually.
Twice.
I forgot that we did it twice. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Sorry, I said it wrong. Yeah, Richard, he pays, he bids Canadian and then he pays in American. So it's like, Richard, you're amazing. Thank you. And then, yeah, he's the shipping on top of it.
Did you pick that paper up?
We're saying we did 84.
Oh!
As you are, Richard.
It's still
They
on the
just
floor,
bid
Felix.
80, even though they love you.
Maybe respect.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to show some of. So these were some pieces that we just showed before, so I'm going to show them again. Water lilies.
What's this at?
Opening bid is $40.
Has it got $40?
No bids yet.
Okay.
I just want to show some of
Does this have a bid?
That's opening $40
Does it
by
have a
Anne
bid?
Christine. Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
That one does. That one has a bid to Dusty for $40.
$40 going once, $40 going twice, $40 going 3 times with a 10-minute lag. Who's writing down?
Keelan is.
Galen. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, Morgan.
Morgan. This is by Morgan. Oh,
It's the lowest bid with one person.
For this?
Yeah.
$40.
$40.
Okay.
$40. Thank you so much. It's so beautiful. He was talking about the going off of self-portraits of her and photos of her. So he was
pick
trying
that
to
up?
amalgamate all of the different, how she saw herself and how camera saw her. So he was trying to collect all of that. Morgan, that just left. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you walk
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
over?
He was sitting right there. Yeah.
That one, hold on.
Yeah. To Andrea. Correct?
Thank you. How do we send you guys the money?
Either e-transfer,
That's so gorgeous. It is. I wish I could tell them to.
more. We'll just.
You could probably shout it. I don't think it's that far away. Yeah.
That's really well done.
Is this also Morgan?
These are also Morgan.
Uh-huh.
Opening 80 for the set or 40. There we go. All right. Okay, good. The teddy bear. This is at $50 to Morgan. This is by Kelly, and it's Kelly's birthday today. He says he's one injury and he needs a hug. But one eye is not working as good. Sorry. Okay. So this one, do you want to time this one out? This one's at 85 to Alana. Is that correct, Kaylin? Is that the right name? By Dusty?
$85 going once, $85 going twice, $85 going 3 times, and you have 10-minute lag because we sell to people all around the world. It's funny because it looks both very vibrant and very calm.
I know. It's called Sunset on the Lake. Vibrant and calm.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
So this is by Dusty.
Is the person bidding on that here or at home?
At home.
Okay,
At
isn't
home.
that nice?
They will be overjoyed when they see it. This might be tea towels. Is this a set of tea towels?
Tea towels. They're Christmas tea towels.
Aren't they gorgeous? So this was off for Loom. So the opening for the tea towels are $20.
I'm going to say the colors are a little bit off on the camera for these. They're a little more red, and a little less fuchsia red. Yeah.
Oh, it's for this set.
Do you want to hold them?
Yeah, here. So it's fancy Christmas ribbons, tea towels, 100% cotton, machine wash and dry. So they're they look like at home. They're so beautiful.
Does this have a bid?
They are so rugged. I bought a set, or no, Dusty gave us a set for Christmas last year, and I wouldn't use them for a long time because they're just too beautiful. And then she's like, "Hey, they're good," and they're just so rugged, and you think they're like art, so don't use them, but they're so useful. Functional art, yeah.
Like
Janet,
Bacon
I
Grease will
think.
be just add to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just adds to the awesome.
Bacon grease adds to everything. Last chance to the.
So this one, Oscar bid $10 on this one. So it's very dark and mysterious in the daylight, and then it's very mysticism, awesomeness in the black light. Oh yeah, totally. And then can you switch that back on, Rich? Because then this one is opening 30 by Halloween.
That one is called Be Excellent.
Be excellent. Opening 30. Oh, Zach Abbott bids $20 on the Blacklight Dancers.
Hold the coast.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
Not when I sing it. Thank you.
Sorry?
Is Zach in town?
Zach Viewtown.
It's not for sale.
Oh.
It's so nice on your dress.
Opening $5.
I'll bid 50. Look at this.
Okay, part of me is always
It's like a
happy because then
crazy
I can
person
hang
did
up
it.
my embroideries all over my house. Like
I was gonna overbid myself if it stayed at 5. There's no way.
I'll bid $5.
no,
bid
Randy
$5.
had it $5.
Oh, then I'll bid $10. Why not 20?
Oh, ho, ho.
It's funny because we actually have to pay for all the bids that we make. So like,
is that right?
yeah, we get pretty overwhelmed sometimes sometimes we're just being dickheads. You know, it's like, well, you know, when you bid against your wife, it's like it's like there's gonna be strife later on tonight, but not really. You know, it's just like
There's no strife.
yeah. But we do this thing where we buy Christmas presents throughout the year. And so I'll bid on a piece and she'll bid on a piece and I'll bid on a piece. We think we're being funny, but then like Christmas comes,
Christmas
like,
comes.
dude, this one's for Auntie Penny. You know?
Actually, you know what? We don't have the tags anymore. We just have the like writing down. So that'll make the fights more interesting. I love you.
I win all the fights. Okay, what's this at? Do I have it at 20?
Yeah. No,
Don't
that's,
get too attached. The night's young.
The night's young.
Yeah.
This is by Jennifer Waters. It's an ostrich egg.
Wow.
It's an
Is it
actual
real?
one.
Yeah. There's a
Can I
whole
just
lot
say
of-
we've had this in the auction for a little while, and I have so much anxiety. I know we're gonna drop it at some point. So if somebody could bid on this egg tonight, take
Great.
it's a hole in it. Look,
I love that.
it's hatched. Jennifer Waters. What's the opening bid?
$40.
$40. And my sanity. Although it might be fun to just leave it here and watch me go crazy.
it looks fast.
No, please don't make him go crazy. That's really hard.
It's really thick.
I remember hearing a Johnny Carson joke, and he was saying, like, the build up to the joke was that this guy had an affair when his wife was out of town. And then as the lady he had the affair with left, she realized she lost one of her earrings. And then I don't remember the exact build up of the joke, but it had to do with the guy had thought the worst thing that would happen would be that his wife finds the earring, but it was the way that Johnny Carson said. Turned out the worst thing that could happen is they never found the earring. So,
They always say
yeah, he spent the rest of his life waiting for that earring to
Melissa bid $30 for my embroidery. Thanks, Melissa, and nice to see you.
Certainly.
Melissa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Melissa.
I love that.
Our Melissa.
Oh, Melissa.
Yeah.
People say your reflexes are declining. Don't believe it.
Opening 30 for this lovely piece. Opening 30.
Did this time out? Does this have a time?
I don't know.
Did we give this a time,
Just
Galen?
put echo because
Echo.
Galen, did we give a time to the Blue Dancers?
no.
Not yet.
What's it at? 20?
Yeah.
$20 go once, $20 go twice, $20 going 3 times. And the time is?
And
Did this time out? I think we've timed this out, yes?
It's at 80.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Okay, $80 going once, $80 going twice, $80 going 3 times.
Why don't you give your person in Illinois a little bit more time?
10
Yeah.
minute 10-minute leg.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we do the.
Yeah.
We do the 10-minute leg.
10 minutes from now.
This is by Morgan. He does, so his aunt does this kind of brushwork, kind of like folk artwork, and she does like workshops, and then he was working with her style on this one. So I really
That's cool.
yeah, and you can actually see it actually in the
opening
back of the Frida too. You can see that kind of brushstroke work too. That is kind of like this.
How much was
It it's kind of in the background, kind of like this kind of brushstroke. This one's opening, I think. Let's keep it 40 because all these sizes are 40. And then I think that is I know those people.
You didn't see it before?
Am I talking with my hands?
You're reading. There's a book there.
Oh, that's so nice. It's moving a lot. For me.
Shouldn't have to explain the book.
So my kid was like, "Why do you talk like this?" I'm like, "Because my words are insufficient, and I'm trying to like."
It's the library.
Oh, that was one of the pieces
Not
of inspiration.
great. And then, I don't know. This shouldn't be exciting, but it might be.
Not necessarily.
How much are the dancers at Gaelic?
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
So, what I really like about the Black Knight images is the paints are so good that you don't even really need a light bulb anymore. Just our blue curtains or the TV will make them.
Just that one.
Yeah.
I like the blue light.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the blue.
Yeah. So
I think the outlines is really sort of cool.
So this is a funny thing that this is what I painted tonight, and I painted with the lights on, and I kind of guessing what it's going to look like under the black light. And this one got really loud under the daylight, but I really love how the non-black light white seems to absorb and go dark, and then so it's kind of painting. I was trying to avoid that, and I thought, black light. Oh, we wouldn't have bothered the black. I'm quite pleased with my
What kind of black light UV paint do you use for that?
I'll give you a tube. Yeah, before we go, because there's a couple tubes. I actually, so our friend Ian does all this blacklight painting, and I remember Gordon Ferguson when I was at ACAD had warned us against glass blowing. You can just drop glass on the ground and it's still beautiful. And he had warned us that there was a potential danger in getting too sucked into really beautiful materials. And so I've always had like an aversion to things like black light and anything kind of cute. But Ian came in and he was doing these black light paintings, and they're so darling. And I was like, my insides were just rebelling against everything I was taught in art school because I love them. Also, we listened to a lot of Led Zeppelin on vinyl, so yeah. But like just having like the posters up and black lights and stuff, it's actually pretty lovely. Anyways, we started getting donations for art supplies, and I ended up with. I was telling somebody tonight. They asked me what order of paints I like the most. Jack was asking us. Well, lately, because of the amount of supplies we have, I'm painting with what goes bad the quickest. So if my gouaches are going to dry out soon, I'm painting with a gouache. Like all these oil paints, not goes bad, but like they dry out and you can't paint them. So I ended up with this box of like black light paints. I'm not using those, and I started using them. They're actually really super fun. And what I like is trying to make something that switches its intent.
Like you said, you're doing different paintings with each layer.
Yeah, so like to try and make the people be the focus in the painting, but then the black light comes on and then the books become the painting. And then, at like 9:30, an hour after I painted it, turning the black light on, super, it's pretty fun.
But also light is so important in paintings that it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually what I really like to do is I have some glow paint as well. So I love to have 3 layers of paint because for one thing, the black light bulb really fires up the glow stuff. So we'll just throw a record on, turn the lamp on, and just actually as the light's on, it seems to absorb it. Painting a bit because it seems whether your eyes are adjusting or if it charges up the painting, but then when you turn the black light off, the night glow is super vivid. So like if I can go like morning, lunch, and night, with my painting, that's super fun. This is Bob Dylan. I painted. So this is actually
so good. I love it. Like harmonic.
This is one of the things I get to do at school that really works out for me.
Here, hold it.
My high school kids I've had for 6 years. I have a junior high school, and they're at a level. I'm in a school of like 300 kids, right? But we'll put up an art show, and we'll have like 150 pieces that would sit in any 2,000 populated high school with 150 high schools. My high school kids are at a point where, and I've got 2 there that graduated, and they basically learned. They basically learned everything they need to know, and I can just sit back and paint, and like I'm learning off of them all the time. And so yeah, there's times when I can just sit in my class and paint. My kids are all working. It's just a real blessing. This came home with me a couple weeks ago. I've been walking around with wash and watercolor, which makes me a lot more mobile, and I end up with these stacks of paintings. So this is here tonight because I lost 2 paintings in my car, or I left them in the hallway. And then I also have another 8 paintings that I stashed in a book. And I was just like, I kind of felt underwhelmed with what I was showing tonight. So I actually went home to grab this. And so what's the opening bid for this? $20. $20 for Bob Dylan.
A bit more about the story of
This scene, well, Ginsberg's in here, if you can find him. And it's just, I think it's from that, which album, the bootleg album we have.
Albert Hall. Well, Albert Hall.
It's in that
When everyone was
Scorsese
mad
film
at
as
him?
well, where they're all just kind of chilling out. And I think the Beatles and Donovan showed up, and it was just this kind of sound room where you'd see all these people showing up. And
Just how nonchalant they are. And they're just like,
yeah, that's what I liked about that. And these papers, one of two things. I iron them, so that's curled because I carry it here.
oh, I have the iron here.
Yeah, I can iron them flat, or actually get some frames in the back we can throw them into as well.
This is by Morgan. Opening 40. I know and I only saw this from look at it from far away, seeing the car. How much is the library painting?
Which one? I don't think we have a bid on it.
It's like how much is the
Opening bid?
$5?
This is so funny. I didn't want to sell the library painting because I didn't think it was very good. And so I panicked and I ran home because I had backup paintings, but then I lost them. So I ran these. And then when I got this into the black light, I'm like, oh, actually, it is pretty good.
It's so good.
So,
Why would you do that?
But the water in the lake is pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm actually quite pleased with the library painting. But I was trying to hide it behind all the other paintings.
Joe bid $10 on the library.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. She loves books. Joanne, yeah.
There is kind of like a comfort, I think, both in the lonely people in the cafes and anybody reading, people listening to music. There's some reoccurring themes that I really like, and people reading or listening to headphones really stick in my mind.
Oh.
It comes with a deck of cards, so you can pick. It can pick what hand you get. I gave this person 4 aces. We have to show the people. Oh, this is by Brenda. She's our across the street neighbor too. She did this. And you can just change the hand. If you feel lucky, you could put 4 aces. If you don't feel so great, maybe you could change it to like 2. It comes with the whole deck. Yeah. That one was 50, I think. Was that a bit?
No.
Come on. Do you want to talk about that one?
Well,
Do you want to put in that one? The people in the grass? We showed your figure drawings.
Okay. The figure drawings are a max bid of $5. They make pretty saucy Christmas cards. This was a painting of a park, which I think Jess bought. And I just grabbed them from home because I had all those other paintings I wanted to sell. But what I did was I started out painting grass, and then I painted the shadows of the people while I was envisioning where the people would be. And then I did kind of a sky view of these people, probably like, I don't know if this matters, but Princess Island Park. And so this is just out of my head as if I was floating. You guys want to do a crazy experiment?
Yes. Let's do a crazy experiment.
Okay.
I love that.
I know.
You're not going to cut me out. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you're like, I don't like when you
I'm
do
all
crazy
good.
experiments.
I know.
Okay.
His enthusiasm
But
balances
I
mine.
need your focus, okay? Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Close your eyes. And try and picture a real experience. Like if you and another person were somewhere. Don't speak, Felix. You want to let everybody get through. So when you can see yourself and another person standing in an environment, an actual memory, preferably not a photo, a real memory, it's got to be super vivid. You got to remember your clothes and what you look like. If you can see yourself and another person from some time in your life, just raise your hand a little bit. Okay. Now, in this memory of you and another person, can you actually remember what you were wearing? Can you remember what they were wearing? Dig deeper. You're shaking. You need to think of a memory where you can remember yourself and another person. Can you see their hair? Remember your hair. Okay. Remember your shoes. We did say you can remember your hair, right? How can you see your hair? Because generally, memories are from about 6 feet up and 4 feet back, and you see yourself and that other person as though you were floating in a little hovercraft, watching yourself. Am I correct for most of you? One or two of you are like, no, I see everything from outside my eyes, and I just see a piece of my nose and maybe a bit of my hair up here. But this was something I completely discovered on my own, and I read about later on in life. My cousin and I was about grade 5. My cousin was, I think, grade 7. We were hanging out with this kid, and he happened to have a big mezzanine and a winding staircase behind the back of the room. And I have this vivid memory of this kid being a jerk, and as he closed the door, Lynn and I kind of burst into laughter, and it was a very moving moment. I went through my whole life remembering it as though I was standing on the stairs, watching myself from the outside. And then I realized almost all of my side myself with the other person. I have a couple first-person memories. They're mostly like car crashes. I remember my hands holding the steering wheel as this car came whipping around on Blackfoot, and I remember what it looked like from inside the motorcycle. The first time I crashed my motorcycle. But for the most part, and this isn't for everybody, but could you just wave at me if you do sort of recall most of your memories from outside your body?
Yeah.
How's that happen?
Because all our memories are constructed.
It's wild, right? Yeah. I did another experiment. Kasha was here last week.
Yeah.
So Kasha, who was in my class, and what I did was I had noticed that the kids were sort of battling about reality a little bit, and so Kasha came in and she sat at the table, and I knew she was wearing bright green Chucks, and I asked everybody not to look under the tables because my rooms are always in a certain. And I said, Kasha came in purple Chucks. What I'd like you to do is find that purple in this room. And about 50% of the kids were able to locate a purple and go, that's the purple. And the other 50% of the kids were kind of like looking for the purple. But then finally, Kasha's like, what are you talking about? So finally, Kasha puts her shoes up and they're bright green. And everybody's like, oh. So we implanted this memory that the shoes were purple when they were green. But even better, 6 months later, when there was another one of those situations, I asked actually Kasha before she came to class if she could leave her green shoes in the locker, and I just said, Kasha's shoes in the locker, what color were they? And almost exactly half the class remembered them as green, the other half remembered them as purple.
But you did it with the painting too.
I did. I wasn't supposed to put this painting up on the wall because I needed permission, and it was a very special Indigenous hallway that I've been curating. I get the kids in my school that are making paintings, and we're starting to create a decolonized space. And it takes a long time to get permission to put a painting up, just, whatever. So the young lady was going to graduate. I'd been waiting so long to go up that so we had this hockey hot dog day. Everybody's super distracted. I had a kid I named Hallway Guy, and his brother I called Trouble. And they were just sitting in the art room one day. Like, you guys want to pull off a heist? And they're like, yeah. They didn't even ask me what it was. They're like, let's go.
Like Felix, like, yep.
So I asked our caretaker if he would leave a ladder somewhere and not ask any questions. And the ladder ended up right where it needed to be. And I put Holy Guy at the bottom of the stairs and Trouble at the top of the stairs. And I Velcroed the wall and the painting separately. So I went up, Velcro went back down. They're distracting people. Went up, Velcro went back down. They're distracting people. And we kind of had this system. Finally, I went up and it popped the painting up and it came back down. And they're like, Mr. Taylor, what's everybody going to say when they see this painting just appear? I said, well, here's the deal. Today at lunch, I want you to remember the day you almost get suspended when you sprayed ketchup in the stairwell and you almost hit the painting. And so they created a false memory in one instant. They just talked about it. There was a discussion where some kids remembered and some kids didn't. And then because of that, what do you call that effect? Mandela effect.
Mandela effect, yeah.
That false memory started to grow and perpetuate so that nobody really knew what it was.
That's actually awesome.
So if you're wondering if you're actually bidding $50 on this,
You probably are, but
These are by Theo. This is a twin sheet enlarged with other twinsies. This is from January 2021.
and this is from 2020. You have a box of Sharpies. You have all the Sharpies.
This is very
I
new
don't know.
boxes. You have to, maybe in your drawers. Landscape surrounded, beach ball hills, red pointy mountains, smoothies everywhere. From March 2020.
What's it for?
This is landscape surrounded by trees. So these are all by Theo, and Theo joins us on the live feed as well. This is a pretty great
One of these boxes.
set. I like this one. Hearts. Thank you. So the opening bid for these are $40 on beautiful paper, ink, watercolor.
What about here?
O2. This is also from O2. Oh, this one. This one. This one. These are by Theo. Opening $40. Did we neglect anybody?
Yeah, one for this round one.
Oh, good.
If anybody wants them. Felix, please have a seat. Okay, then have a seat and stay in your seat, please. We didn't sell this, right? So I had a opportunity this summer to paint on some boards provided to us by a movie set, and I think Brian Austin Green got thrown into a dumpster right in front of this. That matters to you at all? So this is a whole nother story. I have a TEDx talk from 2012, and then I published a book, and I expanded, and we have this magic whiteboard where we put up ideas, and we tend to formalize these ideas fairly quickly. So I had a bucket list 10 years ago. It took us like, one of the things on the bucket list was to put art in space, and we ended up just arbitrarily putting it up in space. Our first bucket list kind of got crunched in about a year and 6 months. Our second bucket list got crunched in about 6 months, and now we've got this whiteboard, which is kind of like our bucket list board. I'm super careful what I write on the board, because if I go, I want some time off, I might lose a finger or something, right? So it's like, but the duration between writing something on the board and the fruition of that is just spectacular. So last January, I wrote on the whiteboard, I want Jess to get up front and start getting some recognition. That was my New Year's bucket list adjustment. And then that February at Teachers Convention, no, before that February, that January, my publisher phoned me up. I was like, oh, I'm much too busy right now. So can I talk to Jess? I'm like, yes. And then the phone number, and she wanted to publish Jess's book, which was amazing. And I was so proud. It's exactly what I was wishing for. And, you know, it's like, what about me? No, I'm kidding. But then, so while we're working on her book, or she's working on her book, we went to a teachers convention. We ran into my TEDx coach, and he's like, Rich and Jess, I was looking forward to seeing you guys. I'm like, I'm much too busy to give a TEDx talk. I was just thinking it'd be great to have Jess give a TED talk. He's like, yes, that's wonderful. And you know, like people would tease me. They thought like maybe my ego. I'm joking about my ego. I was actually really thrilled because it was what we were working for 10 years. By the summer, though, Jason, who calls his up for movie stuff, calls and like at that point, my ego was kind of taking a bit of a beating, like because I just disappeared for a while. And like, thank God Jason called because you know, a couple of
I could
things.
use some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Can I talk to Jessica?" I was like, "Come on!" So at this point, I still wasn't like jealous or competitive. Not yet. Growth mindset. But turned out they had this movie and they needed to make this character more interesting by having her become an artist. So they just suddenly wanted to populate the set with Jess's artwork and Jess's easel and Jess's palette, and that was great. And I almost feel like Jason wanted to throw a bone at me because he could kind of see me like, oh, I used to be somebody too. And so he asked me if I would paint graffiti on these sets so that they could rough up this.
Because they were in this town
They were
and
in
they
the
couldn't
Duke, and they wanted the
paint.
Duke to allege you. So, now all of this is fine. My ego hasn't really taken a beat. I'm exaggerating about what a jerk I am for the sake of this story, but all of this is carrying on. And then so he asked me to do these walls. He just wanted me to do like one wall, but I went all out and did like 8 giant walls. And he gets here and suddenly realizes I've done way too much work. And he's got a certain budget, and he wants to give me the rest of his budget. So he's like, "Hey man, like we didn't even really talk." And I was like, "Oh." He goes, "How much do you want for all this?" I'm like, "Well, how much did you give Jess?" And he goes, "Ghost white," because he blew like 80% of his budget on Jess. He wanted to give me the other 20%. And anyways, this is a cute story, but the way I'm telling it sounds really awful. But it's just cute that time and time that summer, everything ended up
Funny.
Jesse.
But then you painted these pieces, and they're graffiti pieces, and then we got all of our
I
work
painted the
back.
graffiti pieces.
And then instead of just painting on rectangles, you're so funny. And because we had the summertime, he cut with his jigsaw these beautiful circles. He just freehands with chocolate, like he makes the lines and he's cutting them. We had like how many circles? 8. You
A
sold
bunch
it
of
to
circles. So each of the panels I was painting
And so
on were
the-
8 by 4s.
The background is so
I cut
gorgeous.
each into 2 circles and then turned them
Yeah.
into paintings. And something
That's
was
just
happening.
Galen.
Something was happening, I think, with Jordan Peterson and a plus size model that inspired me to paint this, where I was wanting to celebrate farm.
Yeah.
And I've been cautious about where I show it because I don't want it to look like a bikini painting. You guys were here the last time I had a crisis of conscience. Like, does this feel like the male gaze? And this is my response to curvy bodies are beautiful. And that one.
This one and
then this one.
I'll get it. It's a littler circle.
Yeah. But these are fun because you could just bang them up in the garage or put them on your fence or
Yeah.
They don't have to be that precious, you know.
The MDF.
They'd be fun to find on trees.
These are really lovely figure drawings that you did and they're nice in frames. They're really
Some
pretty.
figure drawings. All of my figure drawings tonight are $5 max. We do figure drawings on Thursdays, and I end up with a bunch of extra stuff kicking around. So there's these. So if you'd like one, just grab one. They're $5. If you want to come draw up with us on Thursdays, it's $20 to drop in, but don't let the $20 fee scare you away. If you don't have $20, please come and join us. Did Bob Dylan get a bid?
So, Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
This is at yeah, this one got good bids.
$10 going once, $10 going twice. Galen, are you still here?
Yeah.
Write the time down.
Yeah, I think we're just doing quite well.
No, it was
And did the cake all get eaten? Is the cake gone?
I think
I'll check.
a lot of it is.
Somebody stopped the 11-year-old from the cake.
Okay. I think
It's our 9-year anniversary. You're not going to sing?
I know I used to go up on the roof and everything. I'm sorry. I'll sing for you. What would you like me to sing?
Foo Fighters.
I don't know if I can
Never
sing.
long.
Okay. So, as a good night to Rich, how many years ago was it that
Jess, on my birthday every year, would find a new way to surprise me with the same surprise. So she climbed up on the roof and she sang to me one year. And then the next summer, she climbed up on the roof and she sang to me with an acoustic backup. And the third year, she climbed up on the roof, sang to me, and then got down on one knee and proposed, which was shocking. And I remember, like, I picked her up off the ground and carried her to the back of the house. Just like we're up in front, and like things. I'm like, oh, and then she dropped her knee and she proposed. And I was not at all threatened in any way that she proposed to me. I'm actually quite proud of that. But my body instinctively scooped her up and carried her to the backside of the roof. And I was just like, ever kneel for me, please. And it was a protective thing. It was really like it felt wrong. And then so we were kind of laughed that off. We were talking about it, and then there was some drama. And I started getting angry texts from her mom, and we fixed that. But the cute part is that a couple of days later, we're telling the story for the 9th time, and someone's like, well, "Did you say yes?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, it was implied, right?" And then, so I'm like, "Did I say yes?" And she's like, "No, not really." It was like, "Oh."
I just assumed. But that I think I sang this song to you like 6 years ago on the roof. So, yeah. Before it was there was backup. So hello, I've waited here for you and never tonight. I throw myself in you and out of her head and calm down and waste away with me down slow how I wanted it to be. I'm over my head, out of her head, she said. And I wonder when I sang along with you, if everything could ever be this real forever. If anything could ever be this good again. The only thing I ever ask of you, you've got to promise not to stop when I see you. She said. So yeah, you can